Hi Capricorn, welcome to my channel. My name is Kim. So today, Capricorn, I'm going to be doing a love reading for you guys, so choose your energy. I have an energy here and an energy here. I already feel like this is the masculine and this is the feminine, but again, it could be reversed. Just choose the energy that best suits you. So what I'm getting with this is, I feel like this is a reading for somebody who has put, it's for two people who are friends right now, or like they're considered friends, but they're not together. I'm just getting that really strongly with this friends card. Usually I see the friends cards as like maybe even an interference of friends, or like you're listening to your friends too much. But today I'm just getting the energy of like you two are a couple, or you once were a couple and now you just remain friends. Like you're not together at this time. And that's what I'm getting. Like I feel like you two know each other. You two have met. You're not on bad terms with one another. You might not even be speaking at this time, but like you're considered friends, right? Like you didn't leave the relationship in a way where like you wouldn't talk to this person again. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you have a lot of love for this person. This person has a lot of love for you, but you might not necessarily be talking because it's like, for what, you know? It's just, that's the vibe I'm getting from this read. So again, with true love, this is a once in a lifetime love. I feel like with this being the connective energy and the 30, yeah, I feel like there could be some sort of reunion taking place. So again, this is like very specific, but I definitely feel like this is a relationship where you guys might not be talking, but you guys are friends. Like I'm strongly getting that today. So let's talk about the masculine side. I feel like the masculine is releasing something. With the Lady of the Harvest, this is them releasing something that they had to release for a long time, especially with the 18. It's a 9. It's like the end of a cycle. I feel like they're releasing something that just like doesn't work anymore for them. A mindset. It could be like a person. They're just releasing things in their life. And I feel like this is a hard thing for this person. It could be like a dark night of the soul in a sense where you have to like, all this anger and all these emotions come up, but you have to release them. And maybe that's what's going on right now with this person. I feel like this person is not only releasing like the bad, right? Like maybe like a relationship from like a person that they were with, you know, like old mindsets that like don't work anymore. But the fact that like maybe the two of you are just friends, like I think that hurt this person in a sense, because it's like, I don't think this person is necessarily close to a lot of exes. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think this person is like a person who, I don't know. I feel like when this person is done with someone, they're done with someone, and they don't necessarily carry on friendships with exes, but there's something different about this relationship that I feel like makes this person still want to be like this. You know, they made it a point to be your friend. And I think that that's something that this person has to release as well. The fact that like, maybe they don't just want to be friends, you know what I mean? And maybe it's been really hard for them to just be friends, but maybe, again, it could have been this person who was the one who insinuated, like, let's just be friends. Maybe this person was the one that broke up. Like, I don't know who broke up with who, but I'm getting this energy of, like, they have to release a lot of, like, negativity, a lot of bad habits, a lot of things that they do that I just feel like don't work. And a lot of it has to do with, like, the reason why you guys are friends, right? Like, the reason that maybe the relationship couldn't work out, right? Like it had a lot to do with this person's habits. And I'm not saying like this energy here is a saint either, right? I'm just saying like when it comes to the masculine, there's a lot of behaviors that have to be released. And I feel like maybe even that's why the two of you, like you're friends, but you're not really like good friends, because there's a lot of habits that this person has that like you don't really want to, you know, deal with. So let's say this person likes to hit you up for no reason, or tries to like lead you on, but then like doesn't really promise anything, right? Like they take maybe advantage of the fact that you two are friends. So I feel like this person again has to release that. Maybe again you guys are still friends, but you're like not talking because this person has bad habits, right? Like they'll hit you up and they'll be like expecting shit from you, meanwhile you're not together and they're talking to other people. Like I just feel like this person has a bad habit, maybe pulling this energy in and then like leaving, you know, like doing whatever they want kind of vibe. And that's what they're releasing, right? And I feel like this kind of comes from a lack mentality from this person. So I feel like that's something else that they have to like learn. A lack mentality can lead to a lot of like bad behaviors, right? So as this person is learning and releasing all these things and trying to change, I feel like with the fawn here, there's this energy that I think comes from the feminine. Like I feel like this is the feminine. Again, it's just like this energy I feel like is like leading them, right? With the fawn here, I feel like the fawn is kind of like this glimmer of hope, right? Or like if you're in a forest and it's very, very dark and dense and there's a lot of trees and like you see a light, right? Or a fairy, or like some sort of thing that you're like would be crazy not to follow, right? It's like if you're lost in a forest and you see a light, you follow the light, right? And I feel like that's this feminine energy. I'm gonna say feminine. You can be the masculine or the feminine. It's not about like genitals, it's about the energy. And I feel like this masculine energy feels that hope from this person. And I feel like that's why they're like making all these changes in their life, right? And like that's why maybe they're releasing all these energies. Like again, if it's just releasing other people, if it's releasing someone else that they were in a relationship with, they're releasing a lot because it's like there's this hope that comes from this person, like to do better, right? Like to be better, right? Like to just do things differently, right? So I'm getting that strongly with this size energy. Like they see the light in the dark, and then we have this really powerful Singer of Transfiguration 11. I feel like this could be like a little bit of a twin flame card. This is more of like, you know, with that 11, it's a soulmate, but at the same time, it's like, it's a huge change. It's alchemy, right? Like a change that once like a change that happens that, you know, these are different, right? Because this is like releasing and letting go of shit. But this is like an actual change to this person. So I feel like this person is going through something like really serious, like in terms of changing. Like they could be, again, like Dark Night of the Soul kind of vibe, like a very big awakening, a very big change that leaves this person different forever. And I feel like it was all guided by this person. So I feel like this feminine energy doesn't really understand the impact that they had on this masculine's life, because even though I feel like there has been maybe a separation for a while, I feel like, again, with the Friends card, it's like, I think this feminine energy had to really like draw boundaries around themselves. And I don't think that's something that this feminine energy is used to doing, because if you think about it, the feminine energy is coming up with ecstasy, right? And I feel like this feminine energy, when they met this person, they were in this energy of ecstasy. They were in this energy of like truly fully being themselves, right? And just like enjoying life. And then they met this person. And I don't want to say it like this, but do you see how like it goes from this light to this dark? Right? It's like this masculine really like affected this feminine energy in the sense that they had to put up a boundary, right? And I think a boundary is a really beautiful thing. It's like a protective thing. But at the same time, I don't think that this feminine energy is used to being like confined, or like confined. Is that a word? Confined? Yes, not confound, sorry, confined. Like this energy is a light, right? And it can, you know, when you put like a light, it seeps through the cracks and the corners and shit. You can't really like put it in a box, this light. But I feel like that kind of happened to this feminine. I feel like the feminine had to kind of like put themselves in a box in a sense and hide their light, because I feel like when it comes to this masculine energy, they came through and then maybe like something didn't work out between the two of you, and the feminine had to learn boundaries, which I feel for someone who's in this ecstasy energy, it's really hard to learn that, right? It's really hard to learn when you're like this type of person, how to put a boundary around someone, especially a person that you have a lot of love for, right? And especially a person that you had a relationship with. It's like, I think it really hurt this person, you know what I mean? To like have to hide who they were, even from someone they love, you know? Like I can't even be myself. Like this is my energy, but I'm like confound now into this like, you know, friends, and I can't like be myself. And like, let's say this person's very sexual, this person's very, you know, happy, and this person just kind of does whatever they want to do, and then they have to like put themselves in some sort of box, you know, and put a boundary around like their sexuality and their like the way they express themselves, all because this masculine energy just seemed to kind of be taking a lot and not really giving anything in return, or like, you know, hitting up a lot of other people. Again, like there seemed to have been some sort of breakup, and it's like now I have to put a boundary against this person because they'll keep taking from me and I can't, you know. That's what this feminine energy feels like. And I feel like this feminine energy still has not reclaimed every single piece of their light yet. Like it kind of makes me sad, but I feel like they have not with this journeyman in reverse. I feel like now they live a little bit more fearfully. Like they live differently, right? They were in this energy. But honestly, I think it was like for a reason as well, because ecstasy could be, I feel like, a little reckless too, right? Like you don't know who you're showing your light to. You don't know who you're just like coming up to being in this like strong energy. And it kind of makes me sad, but at the same time, it's like I feel like this person had to learn this boundaries, right? Boundaries and like the ecstasy energy, how easy it can be taken by someone else, right? And how easy like someone can like, honestly, I feel like it's like you're living in this dark world and you're the light in it. People like are all attracted to the light. People are all running towards that light. And that's what I feel like this feminine learned. Like, yes, I'm very special, but I'm like also, I have to protect myself. Like no one's going to protect me. And it's sad because I feel like even this feminine might have felt like this masculine was someone sent to them to protect them. But then like obviously with the breakup and shit, boundaries needed to be put in place. And that makes, I feel like this feminine just feel kind of shitty, because it's like I don't think this feminine likes to have these types of boundaries, like, to be honest. I just feel like this is their energy, you know, this is like their initial energy, and to have to like be worried every single day like who's gonna take my light and who's gonna try to steal from me, and so that's what I feel like this feminine is in right now. I feel like this feminine energy is in this like protective energy of like who's gonna take my shit, who's gonna steal my light, who's gonna like be someone to take advantage of me. I can't trust anybody anymore. Can't even trust this person who I wanted to trust and who I was like in love with. I can't trust them either. You know, it's shitty for this feminine. Again, I think it was something that needs to be learned though, because this is like a precious energy. But at the same time, I don't feel like this feminine energy has fully reclaimed all of their power, because they're always like, now I feel like they don't feel safe. You know, like they don't feel safe enough to like be themselves anymore. And something's definitely changed about this feminine. Like something has changed for the masculine, and I feel like it's positive, but for the feminine, I feel like it's a little bit more like negative, in the sense where it's like they're scared. Like I feel someone who's just like, you know, in the woods they can see like hundreds of people climbing to get to their light, so they're just gonna hide like underground or something, right? Or like hide in a tree, right? Because it's just like, I don't need to deal with that shit. Like I don't want to be running around, like running away, you know? So yeah, that's what I'm getting with this read. And I definitely feel like if this masculine can learn to, you know, with this transfiguration, learn to protect this person's light, like learn to be someone who protects it instead of someone who steals it, then yeah, this could be like a beautiful thing. So I feel like this transfiguration is really important, because it's like this person is remembering that the light of the feminine, and they're remembering like how maybe they were one of those people chasing it instead of protecting it, right? And it also goes with that aspect of like, you know, when you're not together with someone anymore, but you still like want to help that person, protect that person. I feel like that didn't happen here. I feel like this masculine turned into one of those people just running after the light, and they didn't necessarily like protect it. They were like another, you know, like they were exactly what the feminine feared, like a person who's just going to take it and not really protect it. And I feel like that's where this transfiguration had to happen. Like if you love someone, you don't use them, right? And you don't take advantage of them. You want what's best for them, even if you can't have them, right? So again, with the scarcity mindset, this is like, I just want to take anything that I can take, and that's the energy that had to go away. Because it's like, if you love someone, you protect them and you take care of them. It doesn't matter if they're like your girlfriend or your wife or whoever they are. Like if you have love for a person, you always protect them. And I feel like that's something that this masculine had to learn, because I feel like they were one of the people that took advantage of this feminine. That's why I feel like this feminine is just like in a corner hiding. Like I don't think that they've lost their light in any way. I think they're just cloaking it, right? It's like when you cover it up, because it's like, I can't trust anyone, you know, like I don't know who to trust. So what's crazy though with the true love is like, I definitely feel like if this masculine again can undergo this transfiguration where they want to like protect this person, then again, this could be something that's really beautiful. But I don't feel like this feminine is going to come out for just anyone. Like this feminine is like hiding, you know, like the feminine is not showing anyone their light unless they can trust them. And I feel like this feminine's had a hard time with a lot of people, having to put everyone like in a boundary around everyone. Like I just feel like this person keeps meeting people and they have to keep like learning the lesson of boundaries. I don't feel like this person can really be free. So I feel like a feminine energy who's kind of just hiding, and I feel like a masculine energy who's changing. But, and this is true love, maybe meeting each other. Again, it kind of seems shitty though for the feminine, like, you know, meeting this person kind of made them have to hide. But again, boundaries is always a good lesson. So let's see like what's going on, like how these people can come together. I'm getting a lot about this masculine energy, to be honest. The masculine energy, it's like you have to be either the one that's going to protect this person, or it's like, again, this person doesn't need you to protect them. This person is fine on their own. But like this person, this feminine energy isn't going to trust anyone just, you know, coming in and taking them for granted or, you know, using them. And I think that the masculine energy, it's like you choose who you want to be right now. Like choose who you are. Who is it that you truly are? Like, are you a person... First of all, if this is your true love, then are you going to respect them the way that they want to be respected? And the way that this feminine is putting up boundaries, like especially with the friends card, is like, even if we're friends, I'm not going to just like let you come back into my life. Like, again, I don't feel bad blood between these people, but I only feel like that because I feel like this feminine put up boundaries. Like this person could have easily been taken advantage of by this masculine. And I think the masculine knows that. And maybe this person was taking advantage of a little bit by the masculine. So it kind of seems like the masculine, it's like choose who you want to be at this time, right? Are you going to be someone... I think that because of the boundary that the feminine put, the masculine couldn't really get to this feminine. And I feel like this masculine honestly probably went into a different relationship, because I'm getting with these two cards, this has a lot to do with leaving a bad situation, leaving something behind. And especially with the Cup energy, I feel like this person might be leaving a relationship, right? Like leaving someone that they're with to be with this feminine, to be honest, because I'm just getting like a lot of traveling and a lot of movement and a lot of like, okay, I have to move, like I have to move forward. And I'm getting with this masculine that they probably were with someone else with these three cards. Like they probably were stuck in some sort of relationship. Could have been something karmic, to be honest, with the wheel here. And they were seeing that there was like no wish fulfillment here. There's no victory here. There's no like, this isn't necessarily what they thought it was going to be. And that's what they have to move away from. So that's what I'm getting with this masculine. Like the only way for like this to really work out is if the masculine chooses to leave the karmic, right? And to move back, like to move on to this person here. That's the only thing that I can see right now. And it's like, what does this feminine expect? The feminine expects this person. I like that the Fool came up, because this shows like, yes, this person is changing. There is remember I was talking about alchemy. That's like a permanent change. And with the Fool, I feel like that's exactly what, it's interesting because that's what's down here for the feminine. And then that's what's up here for the masculine. So I feel like the feminine can honestly release their, like take the cloak off their, it's like they're a fairy hiding, and it's like all their light is hidden, but I feel like they will show their light if this person comes towards them in the right way, right? With like a plans of some sort of commitment, plans of, and like also like reciprocation when it comes to like love, right? And like energy of like, I feel like what this feminine really needs is stability, right? And like someone to say like, you know, I'm gonna be there, I'm not just gonna leave, or I'm not gonna be one of those people taking advantage of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like heavily this person has been taking advantage of this feminine, and this feminine doesn't accept that anymore, right? Like they, again, the boundaries were important for them to learn, but this person's not gonna just like uncloak their light for anyone, right? It's like if you're a fairy and you're hidden, you're not gonna show anyone your wings. You're gonna pretend like you're like a human being. You're not gonna be like showing everyone that you're a fairy, because everyone's just gonna take advantage of you. So I feel like this masculine energy could really like change things with this feminine if they were to provide a sense of stability, like and like, you know, like I don't want to say like promising to get married or anything like that, but like the fact that this person's like, okay, I'm here to protect you now. Do you see how this is interesting? Yeah, the King of Cups in this deck, he's protective of the pearl. Like he's very protective. Do you see like he's guarding it with his like life? That's exactly what I feel like has to happen here. It's like you're gonna come to protect and not to take advantage of. You're gonna be a person that's gonna like come in and be there to, you know, I'm just getting protective. Like you're gonna be protective, or you're gonna be someone who takes advantage. Like who do you choose to be at this time? Because I feel like this person could take advantage of the feminine if they like they could lie and they'd be like, I love you and I miss you and I want to be with you, and then leave again, right? Like they could lie, but with the transfiguration going on, I don't think they're gonna do that. I think they're gonna come in seriously. And they're saying I lost myself. They did, like they lost themselves. Like I feel like they were one of the people that took advantage of this feminine, you know? They were one of those people that hurt the feminine, and I don't think that's something that they ever thought they'd be, right? I couldn't let you get close to me, and I want you so badly. I couldn't let you get close to me. Yeah, this person's like dealing with those issues that they had where they, you know, put them in this place where they took advantage of this person, you know? It's like that energy, that shadow, right? And it's interesting because I kept saying I feel like they brought shadow into this person's life. Like they brought darkness into the light, you know? Like they were the ones that really like hurt the feminine. Like it's like maybe people took advantage of this feminine before, but it was the fact that like this person did it, you know? Now what I'm getting with this feminine energy is that the feminine has been triumphant when it comes to the devil. Like when it comes to like, I think the devil in reverse in terms of relationship, it's like the hardest thing that you could do, right? It's like when you love someone and they like hit you, or you love someone, they abuse you, you love someone and they cheat on you, right? And you have to leave them, right? Like you have to leave, like it's like leaving a person that you have a lot of love for. I think like this masculine energy, when the breakup happened, this masculine energy still like tried to get whatever they could from this person, maybe even tried to take advantage again. And I feel like this feminine energy conquered the devil, right? Like the devil is like loving someone and like, you know, putting them over you. And I feel like that's what this feminine didn't. Like they learned to put themselves first, right? And they ended it with the soulmate. Like they did. Like they truly like ended it. They're like, no, we can just be friends. I don't want to be with you anymore. Like you're not who I thought you were, you know? You're not acting like the person that I thought you were, so why would I be with you? And with the King of Coins in reverse, I feel like this is a lot of like those dreams like that this feminine had with this masculine like shattered, you know? It's like, you know, I thought this person was this type of man and they're not, you know? And I think that's why, again, this feminine energy is like, again, just protecting their light, because it's like, for what? You know, like why would I, even from this person, it's like, I don't trust you. You know, like I can't be with you. Yeah, like I can't, this person's not just gonna be with this masculine because they love them. This feminine chose themselves. It was a very, very, it's again, it's like a painful lesson for this feminine. I don't know why they had to go through it, but maybe it's to trigger this masculine's light, right? I hope that you can forgive me one day. I still feel the pain. Yeah, like this masculine hurt this feminine. Like, yeah, in a breakup, like both people get hurt. So I don't know what happened to like cause a breakup, but I feel like at the end of the day, the fact that this feminine energy had to choose themselves, right, over someone like taking advantage of them, even though this is like the person that I know the feminine knows that this is like their true love, but it's like I have to choose myself. So they still feel the pain. Yeah, like they just, I think they were surprised that the masculine would treat them like just like everyone else did. But I think, again, it taught this masculine, like, it's like, who do you want to be, right? So yeah, I see a beautiful chance for reunion, but I definitely feel like this masculine is definitely probably with someone else, and they have to leave that person for the wheel to turn. It's like the masculine has to choose to be the emperor for the wheel to turn. The masculine has to choose to like be protective of this feminine and want to create something with them and choose like stability and protection over like taking advantage and using and like all these low vibe energies. And again, I definitely feel like they have to probably leave like someone else, you know? They're probably like in a karmic situation right now. So yeah, if that can happen, then I feel like this union could take place, because this masculine would be protective over this feminine and say, you know, I want to be with you and I want to like protect you and I want to stay with you, like I'm not going anywhere. If this masculine can like say that and like prove it, then I feel like this feminine can open, like, again, it's like taking the cloak off again and being back into their energy. But yeah, it's a beautiful energy of what's going on. I just hope like this masculine can like rise to the occasion of like choosing themselves as well, choosing to be like that type of person, right? And moving on towards this, back to this feminine, you know, like apologizing and moving forward. But yeah, a lot of good energy here. It is true love. It's just, you know, can the masculine leave this behind and go towards the feminine and have this true transfiguration? I think so. So yeah, guys, I love you. I hope that this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.